Hello everyone, I hope you're doing fine. It's just me, Colleen Tepper. I see that my Facebook is acting strange tonight. It's got my head huge. So that happened a little bit before Christmas. And this is my segment on Craft Round the Clock. And let me see if I'm just waiting for Tracy to come so that she can share me into the group. And then I will put my camera down, and I was thinking about doing something for Valentine's Day, but I just did something. I just grabbed something for winter. You'll never believe this. But I was sick. I got sick right after Thanksgiving. I went to the doctor, got some medicine and stuff, got better. I'm sick again. I was better for 5 days, and I've been sick for almost a week now. So, okay, it looks like I'm in the group. So I'm going to click on that, and I'm going to, okay, I can see comments now. I don't know what's going on with my camera tonight, ladies, but for some reason I'm big-headed tonight, and the camera's far away from me. So let's see. Let's put you down like this. Yeah, I don't even need to move my camera down because you can see. Okay, what I got here, it's a cutting board, but it's engraved. It says market, eat, sleep, repeat. It says trivet on there. I got it at Target in their top spot, their dollar top spot. It was $3. So I figured I'm going to use that. It came with this on there. I drew a snowman on here. I'm just going to draw a snowman. I've got some snowflakes that we'll paint to put on there. I got a tag. I got some buttons to paint to put on them. We're going to make a bow, and I'm going to make them more of the cranberry colors though. And what I did is, this is what this look like, is that's the kind of wood it was, and the edge is finished. I did get some paint on there, but I went around and washed it off. And you can paint the other side too. I mean, I might paint the other side too, so maybe they can flip it over, or I can flip it over. So I'm going to start out. What I did is I took Aqua Sky by DecoArt, and I just took my brush and some water and put on a thin coat because I didn't want to worry about getting it in these. I did get some in there, some paint in there, and I took one of these things from Dollar Tree and went around and scraped it out of there. And by the time we get all the other stuff on, hi Darlene, hi Glenda, hi Jewel. By the time we get all the stuff on here, you won't notice the background that much, and we'll shade it and highlight it and stuff too. So I hope everyone had a good Christmas and a good New Year's. I was sick for New Year's. I was well for Christmas. That was one of the 5 days that I was well. And then I got sick again. I think I'm going to go into urgent care tomorrow because I can't seem to shake it. I don't know what it is. It's congestion. So I'm going to paint the snowman white. I'm going to paint. I set up a little bit early tonight. Do you celebrate on Christmas Day or Christmas Eve or both days? how do you celebrate the holidays when you celebrated? We celebrate on Christmas Eve, and then Christmas Day we are home alone. Our children are growing, so that way they can go to their in-laws' house too. Because you got to share them, you know. And I just drew this snowman on with a pencil. I just kind of penciled them in. Something a little easy. Fix that up better when I mean, he might not be drawn perfect, but the shading and highlighting can help all that, huh? We did nothing for New Year's either because both me and my husband are sick. So we just stayed home for New Year's, and we had Christmas Eve and had all the family here. And that was a nice time. They stayed most of the day. They didn't go home till about 10 at night. They got here about 2. My oldest granddaughter helped me wash dishes before they left, and I guess the rest of the kids were down there watching a movie of some sort. So I don't know what they were watching. I didn't go down there. But but I got a new pair of sorrel boots and ones that aren't real for the extreme cold, so I can wear them shopping and stuff. And then I got some new mittens and a hat and stuff. And a couple of sweatshirts and stuff like that. Oh, and then I got some brushes. I ordered the brushes, but I gave them to my husband to give to me. I got all these beautiful brushes. So I got all the flats, liners, filberts. I got some washes. So I'm going to start using those next week. I signed up for a new painting lesson, and I'm going to start using those in my first class. So that's what she uses, so I thought I'd try that, the same thing. But that's what I got. I mean, you know, I'm a painter, so anything that has to do with painting is what I like. I'm just kind of brushing some snow in here just to give him some ground so he is not floating on air. But I don't know, do any of you shop at Target? Hi, Barb. And get their Target finds? I mean, it's a pretty nice piece of wood, so I'm going to just turn on my heat tool and just heat this up a little bit and get it dry. Today, this whole week is casual week in Craft Round the Clock, so all of us can just do whatever we want, and it's an hour-long segment. So that's I haven't watched very many. Today is the first day I really actually got out of bed. One of my girlfriends called and got me moving, which was nice. So I've been so congested that, okay. So I'm going to make the scarf like deep burgundy. Because the stuff I got for here's the stuff I got for the bow. So I'm going to kind of keep it to a darker palette color. And that'll go in good with the bow. You'll have to excuse my heavy breathing. I'm so congested. And I usually hold my breath when I paint. But this has been a winter. I have been so sick this winter. This is the worst I've ever had it. And I don't know what's going on. It is no fun being sick at all. So I think I'm not going to give him a scarf going down, but maybe I'll do like went over his hands, but we can put his hand back in. Like that. And then I think I want to make both come out so they're not on his stomach, because I got those buttons I'm going to put on there. So it's kind of dark, but I think that's pretty good. Let that start to dry. And hi, Cheryl. Hi, Sheila. Did you have a nice Christmas, Sheila? I want to get some black. Oop. That didn't work out real nice. This is I was up in I came up to the painting room the other night and tried to paint a little bit, and I just did some stenciling, so it didn't take a lot of thought, you know. And I gotta get a different brush. That one is not doing it for me. And I did get some stuff done, but I haven't really painted since Christmas much. I did have a nice Christmas. I enjoyed the time with my family. And my grandkids. My granddaughter is down in Kentucky dancing this weekend. So I didn't know that till today. Her mother sent me a link to watch her. And I said, well, are you in Eastern or Central? Because I think Kentucky is broken into 2 time zones down there. And she got back to me a little later and said that they were in Louisville. So they're on Eastern time. So I think she's in 5 dances. I'm not sure. I can't remember. So, and I don't think they've ever danced in Kentucky before. So that's going to be fun for her. I'll have to make sure I try and watch them. Yeah, Sheila, we did have a nice Christmas. It was nice to be with my family. I really appreciate my kids and my kids-in-laws and my grandkids. I mean, I might get mad at them sometimes and stuff, but I really do enjoy them. I'm painting this tag with the same color as I put on the scarf. I'm gonna grab a baby wipe so I can get the red paint off my fingers. Okay, we're doing pretty good. He's just a basic, simple snowman. He's nothing to write Santa about. He's just easy. All right. These are his stick hands. I had a little lump in my paint there. Oh, I got some black on there too. I'll have to take off. Must have hit that on something somehow. Okay, let me see if I can get that off there. Okay, then I'm going to dip that in the color that I painted it and wipe some back on there and see how that. I don't want to get too close to the black, but I think that'll be okay. All right, let's get this hand in. And I think I'll let it stay behind the scarf. Unless it looks too goofy. I think it looks all right. Okay. So I'm going to put a little bit more snow down here because it kind of really absorbed it, the wood. All right. I'm sorry if I was off camera. I think I'm frozen on my other. Let me check my comments, see if I'm missing anything here. Hi, Tina. How are you? Thank you for sharing. I appreciate that. I bet I would love to get a laser. I would love it, but you know, I have so much now that I just could not, I couldn't justify it. Okay, then I'm going to use this antique maroon to shade the scarf. And let's see, it is darker. I don't know how the shading's going to look on it. It is darker than the maroon, but than the deep burgundy, but I don't know how much of a difference. We might have to go with a black or something, but we'll check this out and see. I do use a lot of water when I paint. I got to be careful though with this color because I don't want it to run onto the white. So I'm kind of keeping it away from the white. Okay. And then, well, I'm going to give this a highlight, and I just use some pink that I had. Okay. I don't think I should have put it there, so I'm going to take that off of there because that's shaded there. Well, I guess it's going to stay on there for now. I can't get it off. I'll have to wait till it dries a little bit. All right. So we'll leave that like that. We're going to shade the arms. I think I'm going to shade the snowman brown too because of the because of all the other colors going with it. We'll clean that up with shading around the surface of the object here. I think I did make the scarf a little too dark. It's not my regular, color of red that I use. I might lighten it. We'll see how it goes here. He's definitely looking antiquish with his dark shading too. We'll have to go fix him up a little bit. And I'm just cleaning up like that water ring line. They have a brush to clean that up. It's called a mop brush, which I don't use very often. So, but you can clean it up other ways too. Hi, Rose. Hi, Mary. Hi, Sandra. How are you? And I'm going to dry this then because I want to put his cheeks on and stuff. I might put some, well, maybe I'll just leave that scarf the way it is. It'll match the bow better if I just leave it. It's just such a dark color for me. I'm not used to that, but I was thinking about making something Valentine, but I just don't want to move out of winter yet. I don't know about you guys. I'm in Minnesota, though, and we have no snow. You can see our grass. We have no snow at all. So, I mean, it has not been a winter at all this year. It's cold today. I have a case of water that I left out on the bench on the front stoop. And when I went out there today, it's been refrigerated all week long for me and it's been okay. But today the bottles were frozen. So it got down below 32. I think it's like 15 today. So let's paint these black. I was going to do the cheeks and stuff. I'm just using, what did I take out for the cheeks? Cactus flower. And I just have a little dry brush that I'm using. And there's his cheeks. I think they're bright enough. Okay. And then I'm going to rinse that out. And then I'm going to do the buttons. And we can paint them with a brush. We'll see how it goes painting them with a brush. Or we can tape them down. And I have some of those sponges too. We can do that if we can't get them painted. But I think Whoop. I think it'll be okay with this. I set up a different table in my painting room before Christmas, and it has a different camera set up. And I keep this colored mat down so I know where you guys can see and stuff. But then we do have the giant up close and personal look at me tonight. For some reason, my face is right up to the, when I turn my thing around, it's like my face is zoomed in on the screen. I probably should put these on a piece of cardboard, but I don't think I have one up here. This will work. We'll just hold it down. And let me grab a sponge. And this is something you can use all winter to hang in your kitchen or whatever you want. Well, thanks, Rose. You got snow last night, Cheryl. Where are you at, Cheryl? Are you in one of these Midwestern states? You're in Iowa, aren't you? Or Missouri, or... I glab some paint on those, but they'll be all right. I got glitter. I've been using glitter on some of my lives, and I got glitter on everything in here. Okay, we're gonna, I think that's good enough for the snowflakes. We're gonna set those over here. And I'm gonna clean a little bit of this up here. Get some new paper towels. I see my snowman's a little lopsided here. Okay, I'm just taking some white paint and I'm just going to dry brush the middle of his hat and the top of his hat right there. And that's all I'm going to do to his hat. I'm going to dry brush a little bit on his dry brush here. That'll tone it down a little bit too. Let's dry brush here. Okay. We can put some fringe on there too, and we gotta get a nose going here. So I'm gonna use this Canyon Orange for his nose. And I just have a liner brush that I'm putting it on, which is, looks like I didn't get the paint off of it the last time I used it. So we'll see how good this thing's gonna work. So I'm gonna go like this. Okay, there's his nose. And we will varnish that a little, or, boy, I got varnish on the brain today. We'll shade that. I'm just going to leave it. I got a little wiggly there. Oh. Little eyes. I'm a little heavy-handed here. Let's dry that before I... Some of the stuff isn't turning out the way that I want it to, but I'm just going to go with it because it is. It's just what it is. It is what it is. Thanks, Diane. Okay, so his eye seems to be dried, but I want to get these glued on. And let's see if the snowflakes are dry too. We'll glue those on. These were from some other thing that I did. And I bought one of those multi-layer cutout things. And I didn't use them because I didn't have a picture or anything. I got it in a surprise box. And I found out after I was done with it how it would go. Oh, you know, before I glue these on, you know what I want to do? I want to, I'm going to do this real quick. And I'm using zinc around here just to try it. I haven't used zinc on this before or anything. I wanted to try it. And this like cleans up the edges, and it also lifts the object off the paper, off the background. So it brings the main object closer to you. It's an illusion. So we're just going to do that. And I'll go around his arms separately. So I gotta go around here. And here. It's not perfect, but it'll do. It'll do. And I'm going to go around this arm here. Whoop. For some reason, this wood is really dry. It's absorbing all the moisture. I think I got it last year. That's probably why. Okay. Okay, I'm gonna shade that nose. Let's hope I don't get any of this on the white. Okay. And then I'm going to use a stylus and dip into the white. Oh, white is not liquidy enough. Let's see how much time do I got. 42. Okay. Hey. Make those look like buttons. So that's what that looks like for now. I'm going to set him aside so I can make the, let's glue these on. I should have did that right away. Here, let me do this real quick too. I need to go around the thing. Sorry about that. It shouldn't take too long. I should have did that when I went around the snowman. I hear the middle of the country is supposed to get a lot of snow tomorrow. Hi, Barb. Missouri, Indiana, you know, that right through the middle of the country. And it's a lot of snow. It says like 7-8 inches for each of them. Okay, so that's that there. And what I'm going to do is I'm just going to set this aside for now so that I can make the bow. Or maybe I'll glue these on first, because we got to have these on. And I mean, we could make it Valentine looking by putting hearts in there, but I don't know if I want to designate it to a Valentine because, you know, really Valentine's is only one day. I think winter's more, winter's more feasible. Oh, I got some black paint on there. Oh, ladies, I'm a mess. I want to get that bow done. Here, I got 2 more. So we'll do one here. And I'm going to do it here. Okay. So we're going to let this sit over here for a few minutes so I can get the, that's what he looks like. So I can get the bow made, okay? So let's get rid of all this stuff. And I want to close my paint up because I don't want any I guess I gotta wait till that dries. There's a there's something on there that I don't like. There's a black mark on that snowflake. I must have hit it with some black paint. Thank you, Rose. Okay. So I'm going to put this in first. And, you know, for Christmas, I usually have like all my fabric out, and I packed a bunch of stuff in tubs and brought it out to the garage. So I'm working with just a few little supplies that I left in here because I have not felt very good to go out to the garage. But I've got to get some stuff brought back in here because I put all my like little extra wood pieces out in the garage also. So I've got to be able to get out there and get some of that in. And all my greens, I had them in a basket. I just put the basket in a tub, put the top on it, and brought it out there. So, I mean, I needed the room. I needed the room for Christmas. Oh, you think you're gonna get hit, Lori, with the snow? I mean, I'm in Minnesota. Usually we get hit with all the snowstorms, but it's a little bit south this one here. I'm actually kind of glad. I don't care if we don't get any snow. I mean, we don't snowmobile anymore, and we don't sled anymore or anything like that. So, I mean, we used to ski, we used to snowmobile, we used to do a lot of outdoor stuff. Now I'm lucky if I just get to the grocery store in the winter. It's so cold out. And this winter, I'll tell you, I have been very sick this year. It has not been a very good thing for us in this house. We have been getting cold after cold after cold. I think I'm going to run into the walk-in clinic tomorrow because I feel a little bit better today. So I think I can go sit in there and just see what they have to say. I mean, I just got over pneumonia. I hope that's not what I have again. But they were saying on the news that everybody is getting this, that people should just stay home. I got these little picks. I'm going to put these little picks in here. They're just some little, they add something. When my kids lived at home, we used to make all of our bows for our Christmas packages out of ribbon and picks with our Bodabras. So I have like 3 or 4 Bodabras, and then all of a sudden people were using them on their crafts, so I thought, oh, I think I can fit right in there. I mean, my bows don't always turn out fabulous or anything, but I try. Okay, that's a high stacker. We'll put that over there. Double knot it, and I'm going to cut some strings off of here because there is quite a few of them. And I always tie, and then I hot glue it into place too. $53, okay. And then I can paint this, and I got this too. So I'm wondering, let me plug in my glue gun. Hey, you know, my glue gun, I've been using it, but my glue coming out of it is yellow. Am I running it too hot, or is it old glue, do you think? Does anybody know what would cause that? Then Saturday through Monday. You keep getting sick too. You know, I have never been this sick for so long and felt, I mean, I have felt so crummy. It is wearing me down. I mean, I'm in bed a lot, and it's not been fun. Okay, I think because it's market, eat, sleep, repeat, should we write yum on here? I gotta get a marker. Yum. Okay. And I think I'm going to leave this natural color because I do think that, okay, it's still heating up. Oh, I'm going to turn it on high. I still have 4 minutes. But that's, and then we can put this back in for it to hang. Oh, darn. Yuck. Now I have hair in my mouth. I have a bead threader. I don't know if any of you guys have bead threader, but this thing works nice. It really helps when you're threading stuff through. Okay. All right. Okay. I'm just going to tack this down here. So it kind of stays in place. I'm not real fond of glue guns. I'm afraid of them. They're so dangerous. I like the threader too. I really like it a lot. Okay, I'm gonna just put this up in here. Okay, Alexa, turn off alarm. I have 2 minutes. But I think that's good. See how close my face is to this? I mean, I'm pretty far away. Okay, so this is how it turned out. I want to thank everyone for joining me tonight. Thank you, Tracy, for hosting the Craft Round the Clock event tonight. There we go. There is another crafter after me. So if you'd like to watch that person, just stay tuned and they will be right with you. Otherwise, thank you, everyone. Thanks, ladies. It was nice seeing everyone tonight. Take care of yourselves. Bye-bye now.